Hey everyone, how y'all doing? So it's time to go over all the knives I carried for the week, and this is week number 25 of 2023, and went from Monday, June 19th through Sunday, June 25th, and you all have seen most of these knives, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on each one. I have a bunch I carried, so get down to it. Monday, I continued carrying the Case Sodbuster with the CV steel, chrome vanadium, yellow synthetic handles. I really like the Sodbuster. I see more of these in my future. Um, this is pretty good. The centering's way off on this one, but it's a user, and I don't know if you can see, but it is picking up a nice little patina, and I had some really dark dots, so I did coat this in a little mineral oil, um, but that'll wear off eventually, and it'll start, it'll gain more patina. But I like how it's looking. I like how this thing works, feels in hand. Um, Monday, I just carried this in my pocket. Um, I didn't use the sheath or anything. Just dumped it in my pocket, and yeah. So carried this on Monday. Tuesday, I went with the Kershaw Iridium. This is new for 2023. Pretty awesome knife. Can't remember how much it cost. $65 maybe, someplace around that. D2 steel, aluminum handles. Their version of the Axis lock, they call it the Duralock. It works really nice. Awesome action on this. I mean, good ergos, great jimping up here. There's only 3 little slots, but that works excellent. Deep carry pocket clip. This bronze colored spacer, back spacer with a lanyard slot there. It is reversible right hand or left hand tip up. That's probably the only thing I don't like about it. And I got one. Seems like a heck of a shadow over here. Anyways, that's kind of ugly looking. I wish they had a little filler plate, and the edge on that's not as sharp as it was, but it's kind of catchy. You can feel that. Otherwise, pretty awesome knife. I really like this. Lightweight, great action. Check the blade shape out. Pretty dang slicey. There's a tip. Centering used to be dead center. It's off just a touch to the clip side. But yeah, the Kershaw Iridium is an awesome knife. This is made in China. It's one of Kershaw's China-made knives, but excellent knife. Wednesday, one you've seen plenty of times, I carried the Buck 112 Slim Select. These Slim Selects are very underrated. I mean, they're excellent knives, lightweight, with the same 420 HC steel as a regular Buck, Boss heat treat and everything. FR and handles, which I like these. They feel good. They don't feel like they're cheap plastic. Nice texturing on them. Deep carry pocket clip. Yeah, it is kind of goofy looking, but it works okay. Still lockback. Has thumb studs. Easy one hand open. And this one, I can get closed one-handed. Have to be careful because there's quite a bit of snap to it from way up here. I think it was the 110 that I got myself with. Centering's dead center. Just awesome knives. I really like the Slim Selects. Like I said, I think they're underrated. If you don't have one, I think you should try one. Awesome EDC knives. Sturdy, rugged. I mean, they're great. Thursday, I carried another Kershaw, and it was the bare knuckle. Now, I know this version was a Blade HQ exclusive, the green and the black stonewash blade. I know this is discontinued, and I've heard the whole line of bare knuckle that this model is discontinued now. They're still available in a lot of places, but this is a USA made Kershaw for like 80 some bucks, and it's excellent. I mean, just check that blade out. I do like Kershaw's black stonewash. I think it looks cool. Aluminum handles, nice milling. Got a floating back spacer that's just like FRN, but that's pretty cool. Deep carry pocket clip. Now, like some Kershaws, it's a short clip. It's really stout. It's really stiff. Sometimes, depending on your pocket, the material, it is a little bit hard to get in and out. You can see the clip is recessed, but it still has button head screws. There's enough room. I don't have an issue with that. Real heavy detent on this one, and sometimes it is kind of hard to open it, but most of the time it's not too bad, and it just rockets out. It's got Kershaw's sub frame lock, and I know a lot of people say if you put any pressure on that frame lock, you can't open it. See, I got my finger on there, I'm putting pressure, and it's harder. Oh, make a liar out of myself. See, I cannot open it. Usually, even my fingers on there, I can still open it. But yeah, it's got a really strong detent. There's the markings on the back of the blade. Kai USA 77770 or OLBW, olive green black wash. This is modeled after a ZT, which I think is a 070, I don't know, 7 something. It's modeled after a ZT. But again, good ergos on this, good jimping, nice slicey blade, no hot spots. So this is a good one. If we're on the fence about getting one of these, I was for a long time. I wanted it for a long time, and every time I went to actually buy one, they were sold out. So I hope they're not discontinued. I know this one is, this model, the green and black, but yeah, the gray one, the gray handled one looks pretty nice too. But yeah, Kershaw bare knuckle. Now, Friday, I carried a traditional knife, another traditional knife, and this is all I carried and all I used. And that is this Rough Rider RR1991. They call it a sow belly. It's more like, it's like a Stockman, really. You have a clip point blade with a half stop, nice clip point, and good walk and talk on these. Then this side, in the middle, I think they call it out as a sheep's foot. I'd call it more of a Wharncliffe. But yeah, that's a pretty nice blade. The weird thing is to make them all fit and stuff. This is at an angle, kind of throws you off. Feels a little funny cutting, but boy, that is super sharp. And I tell you what I used this for was to peel the skin of carrot. I just used it like a vegetable peeler, and I just scraped it, cleaned that carrot right up. So I never thought about doing that until that day, as I couldn't find a peeler, so I had this on me. I pulled that out, and yeah, that worked excellent. And the third blade is a spade blade, and that's pretty cool. And I kind of like this way it drops down. Good utility knife. Yeah, this is actually out of the classic micarta series Rough Rider. It's got the double R handmade shield, octagon shield, hexagon shield. Pretty nice fit and finishes. Little gap here, little gap there. All the blades are, well, I was going to say all the blades are centered. The clip point's off a little bit, but, you know, trying to fit these three blades in here. They're not rubbing, not hitting each other. The micarta is really, you know, high polished, smooth micarta, good transitions, pins are flush, nickel silver bolsters, pretty awesome knife. And I carried it in this Rough Rider slip, which, check it out. I don't know if you can see it good. That's supposed to be a Cocker Spaniel. You may have seen our Cocker Spaniel Clark. So I decided to try to burn that in. I used my wood burner, burned it in. I think it came out pretty cool. Of course, family members know what it's supposed to be. I don't know if anyone else can tell it's a Cocker Spaniel. But yeah, that's what I carried on Friday. Rough Rider Classic micarta cell belly. And Saturday, again, we had to go help my daughter move her crap out of her apartment into a storage unit, and I drove the U-Haul truck, and I took a couple knives with me. So, one is one I used to carry all the time, and I haven't been. So, I carried the Victorinox Pioneer X. This is one of my favorites. You got a nice blade. You got a punch reamer on that end, and that's off the end, so that's good. You got a good pair of scissors, if I can find the nail nick. Nice large pair of scissors. And your classic can opener with a little Phillips. You got your bottle opener with a bigger, did I say Phillips? That can be used as a Phillips. I mean, it's a flathead, but that will work in a lot of Phillips head screws. Another flathead screwdriver, bottle opener, wire puller or wire stripper, and this is the ALOX model. I like that, so you don't get the toothpick or the tweezers with the ALOX. And I carry this usually in my left front pocket with this suspension hook, and it just hangs in my pocket, and actually my phone sits right next to it. So I had that. Then I also carried the Case Mini Trapper. Pretty awesome little knife. And again, I carried it in the slip. And this is obviously yellow synthetic handle. This is carbon steel CS blades. You got your clip point, your spade blade. Fit and finish on this, as far as everything being flush, is pretty good. That one pin's kind of recessed. Good snap. Good pull. Nice strong pulls. Centering's off on this one. Like my big one. They're both off to the outside. But it's okay. It's a user. So I carried that. And you can see size difference right there. The mini trapper's smaller than a large Alex Swiss Army knife. And of course I had a larger folder, and I took the Tempest Knives Pinion. I just absolutely love this knife. You don't know Casey from Nice Fast YouTube channel. He designed this, had this made. 14C 28-inch steel. I got the black micarta scales, deep carry wire clip. Love this blade shape. It's reverse tanto, very similar to the Benchmade 940 Osborne, which is one of my favorites. And this is right up there. I mean, this thing is just as smooth as can be. It closes itself. It's like hydraulics, you know, it just kind of slowly closes. But awesome knife. Now he has come out with a new one. I think it's called a Microburst. I missed out on that. I'd really like to get it. Don't know if I will or not. But this one, the Pinion, is one of my, I'd say it's one of my favorite knives. Great ergos on this thing. Choke up. There's no jimping, but you don't need it. Got a thumb ramp. No hot spots. It's a little thicker blade. It's got a nice, you know, doesn't have a dainty tip. It's got a robust tip. Still slices pretty good. Yeah, I really like the Pinion. He did an excellent job on this. So that's what I carried Saturday. And Sunday, I pulled out the Benchmade Mini Presidio 2. And again, I think this is an underrated Benchmade knife. S30V steel, their carbon elite handle, carbon fiber, FRN mixture, whatever they do. I like it. Of course, axis lock, nice drop point blade. I think this is a heavier use bug out. It's definitely a little thicker. You got a little piece of pocket fuzz right there. It's a little thicker, a little bit heavier. Great action, great ergos on this. I use and abuse this. I carry it a lot. Deep carry clip. It comes with this clip. You can see it's milled out on the inside. Like I said, it's not heavy. Yeah, there's not much I dislike about this. Yeah, I like the pattern on the handle here. It adds grip. Could use a little jimping up here. You know, that'd be nice because my thumb ends up more up here than back here. And that's it. Just fits my hand pretty good. Full 4-finger grip. Can't choke up. There's no forward finger choil. Now, actually, the way it's made with this cutout right here from the sharpened edge back, and I guess that has all to do with the blade stops and stuff, and the axis lock. When you're cutting through stuff, you can get stuff caught in there, you know, mess you up. But you use it enough, you kind of learn it, you know it, so you don't go back so far. And yeah, just This is an awesome knife. This one, I did chip the edge one time. We were doing a little roofing job and had staples for the felt paper, and I had to remove some because I did it wrong, and I was in there, I was putting it under, and I was going like this, popping them up. Well, one time I went in the wrong way, and I used the edge on the staple, and yeah, I chipped it. I've gotten it out now. This thing's been sharpened a few times, but yeah, Sunday I carried the Benchmade Mini Presidio 2, and I don't know if they're making these anymore. If that's on their list of things they've dropped or not, but this is the Mini, okay? And it's not so mini. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.5 inches overall length. You got a little over a 3-inch blade, almost 3.25 inch blade. So the full size is huge. I'd love to get that. Last I looked up the prices, these were still reasonable. They didn't jump too much with Benchmade's price increase. But yeah, that's why I carried Sunday. So get these things out. These are all the knives I carried for the week. And it was week 25 of 2023. So next week would be week 26. I'll be halfway through the year, right? 52 weeks. That's 26 is half. So yeah, guess that'll do it for this video. Do the usual like, comment, subscribe. And until the next video, bye.